What's up, everybody? It's Bob, and today I'll preview the Giants versus Vikings for the Saturday game at 1 p.m. tomorrow. And where you have the Giants at 8-5-1 versus the Vikings at 11-3. And my take on this game, like my observations, is that the Vikings last week was kind of weird. Like they had the biggest comeback ever, but like it wasn't because the Colts were playing good football. It was just literally because the Vikings were shooting themselves in the foot a lot. I never seen this team shoot themselves in the foot so much in one half. And that's what happened with the Vikings last week. So people may want to rave the red flags on the Vikings because like, oh, they struggled against the Colts and they had to make a miraculous comeback against them. Now, I don't think the Vikings are a Super Bowl contender for real, for real. I don't think they're like a true Super Bowl contender. I think that they're a team that are just overachieving right now. Their point differential is one of the worst in the NFL for a team this good. So that's just a sign that this team is winning a lot of close games, and I think that probably will rest in the playoffs. But against the Giants, I think they're clearly the better team here. The Giants won a nice game against the football Commanders, but honestly, the Giants and the Commanders are kind of the same team to me. Like they're kind of like both similar, both feisty. Just the Giants are well coached offensively in general, and the Redskins, or I mean the Commanders, my bad. The Commanders are actually like a team that have a good roster defensively, and they have nice offensive pieces, but the quarterback is like the problem. Like they just don't have a quarterback. Like, the quarterback is a backup caliber quarterback, one of the worst starters in the NFL, in my opinion. So, and Taylor Heineke. So this Giants team, like this is the Vikings at home again. I don't think the Vikings are going to come out this today after that miraculous comeback. I don't think they could come out again and just shoot themselves in the foot like this as poorly as they did. And if the Giants want to have a shot at winning this game, they need to run the ball effectively. They're going to have to rely on their Saquon Barkley based offense. Danny Jones. I'm not a big believer in him, but he's been playing okay football this season. Do I think he's the franchise guy? No, but if like he can win you games, so like that's fine. Um, their wide receiver room is kind of like decimated. They miss Isaiah Hodgins has been a nice little surprise. They miss Wandale Robinson. Uh, what's it called? His face, the dude from the Lions, Kenny Galladay, like bum, like just terrible. Like it's crazy how he just got the big contract from New York and decided just to check out. I really dislike that in NFL players when they get a big contract and they just pack it in, kind of. And that's what I feel like Kenny Galladay did. So like, and he's a big reason why like this wide receiver course should not be like it's not better than it is. Um, I think though like this Giants defense, if anybody the defensive coordinator is Wink Martindale, and if you know anything about Wink Martindale, the former Ravens defensive coordinator, he likes to blitz a lot. He likes to heat up these quarterbacks, and this season, Kirk Cousins has been a different quarterback. Dare I say, he's been like a Tom Brady esque type of guy. Been known where to go with the football. Not this season, Tom Brady, but like I'm talking about Tom Brady in the past. He's known where to go with the football. He's he's adjusted to blitzes. He doesn't really panic as much under pressure. Outside of that Cowboys game where he looked like a wreck because Michael Parsons kind of wrecked him, he hasn't been looking. He hasn't not looked bad this season. So I think honestly, this is a sneaky game for Kirk Cousins to have a big game. If the Giants are aggressive and they blitz, I think Kirk Cousins will find the answers, and they may try and press Justin Jefferson, but like I don't think that's gonna work too good, honestly. Also, watch out for KJ Osborne and Adam Thielen having big games. The number 2 and number 3 options, respectively. Um, the New York Giants should be able to stop the run in this game with Dalvin Cook because Dexter Lawrence has emerged this year as a superstar defensive tackle. Uh, Kayvon Thibodeau is a great pass rusher. He might be able to put some pressure on the quarterback, but if he's going up against Christian Darrisaw is good enough, I think, to limit him. And Evan Neal, he's kind of struggled this season, but he could do some things that are nice. He's not like as bad as people make him out to be. I think he's just going through his rookie struggles. I think he'll end up becoming a great tackle. I think him and Andrew Thomas will end up Oh, my bad. I'm talking about the Giants offensive tackle, but I think the Vikings right tackle is Brian O'Neill. And I think Brian O'Neill and Christian Darrisaw is a good tackle duo. I think the Vikings offensive line is kind of underrated. They've been solid this season. Um, their defense is not that great. They run that Vic Fangio quarters coverage system that the Packers and the Browns run, and honestly, I'm kind of selling my stock on that type of defense, the quarters covered defense, especially against quarterbacks that are not like the Josh Allens of the world and Patrick Mahomes. Even though Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes has kind of adjusted to those offensive and has taken checkdowns. The basis of the DeStefano esque cover four schemes, defensive schemes that the Vikings run is is really to limit the big plays, limit big passing plays, make quarterbacks be patient, play mistake free football, and like um against a quarterback like Daniel Jones, it might work. Like it could work against him. But the downside of the scheme is that it invites the run a lot, and invites the run. It allows quarterbacks that don't mind taking checkdowns to have like a field day and just taking checkdowns over and over again. So like if I'm the Vikings here, that's one thing I would watch for with the Vikings is like their defense might be worse than expected, so this game might be closer than expected. But if Daniel Jones makes mistakes and he's not patient this game, then this will be a blowout, I believe. Um, the Giants defense, while they can get some pressure, do I think that like if Wink Martindale decides to try and blitz this team like crazy and blitz Kirk Cousins, I think he's making a mistake. I think he's making the day too easy for Kirk, and I think that the Vikings will have a great offensive day. But watch that defense, guys. So if you want to take the Giants spread, I wouldn't blame you. I think this is kind of like a game where Vegas is kind of trying to fool you. I would take the Vikings here. They're clearly the better team. I think there's been a lot of overreaction to last week's game on Saturday against the Colts with the Vikings, and I think the Giants like they're fighting for a wild card spot, but the Vikings are trying to go for that number two seed, and they're fighting with the 49ers right now. I think they can get it. So I don't think the Vikings have time to fuck around this game. So that's my take on this game. I hope you enjoy it.